evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Today we are playing Qliphort Monarch, or Cleanarch, or Clonarch, or just Qliphort Monarch. And today I'm going to be showing you why Scout is still one of the most deadliest cards in the game. I'm going to activate Qliphort Scout. Qliphort Scout is going to activate its effect to add a Qliphort monster from my deck to your hand, or from my deck to my hand, not to your hand, because I don't like you guys. And this just really, I want to showcase how good the draw and search engine of this deck with Qliphort Scout being able to search cards with Summoner's Arc, Pantheism, and Qliphort Monolith being able to draw and search cards in some capacity, as well as Wavering Eyes. I just thought that being able to search Qliphort Scout was the most important thing, and it's pretty easy in this deck with so many search and draw power cards. It's a deck that definitely loves to build the momentum off attributing so many cards, and this time around, I'm not going to be able to build momentum, at least for this time around. He's going to Solemn Strike my two scales, and I'm just going to cry all the salt. Oh my god, just played a little violin in the background because it's not cool. I still am playing the best card in the game, or the best card for Pendulum decks in the game, Wavering Eyes, and just the ability to activate Wavering Eyes and destroy my own scales just to search is amazing. But when my opponent happens to be playing scale cards, which unfortunately this guy I don't believe is, it's just a complete blowout. I will destroy my Qliphort Scout immediately. 2 plus 11 million off of Wavering Eyes. It's not even funny. We're going to Pendulum Summon another 2 monsters to our side of the field, and I really want to show the resiliency to this deck because I just lost 4 monsters to 2 Solemn Strikes. Now normally that would probably be gained in a lot of other decks. Playing against a lot of other decks, you know, losing 4 monsters to 2 strikes necessarily won't fit the bill, but because Qliphort Scout does exist inside of this deck, I can continuously still search Pendulum monsters from my deck to my hand and allow a constant flow of monsters to hit the field. Now, as you guys can see, you guys are looking at my hand, you're like, damn, Kelly, why do you have 3 Aethers in your hand? They're not really going to do much. Well, they were going to do something if I didn't have maximum amount of Solemn Strikes in my face. We're going to activate Qliphort Scout. Scout's going to search Carrier, and then we're going to Pendulum Summon the Carrier to our side of the field. Furthermore, we're going to go ahead and summon our first copy of Aether, and then gain the effects of all of our card effects. First, Carrier to bounce a card, then Helix to destroy a card, then Aether to special summon Qliphort Stealth to my side of the field. So we're going to go ahead and send Pantheism and Tenacity. Go ahead and special summon that Stealth Cali effect. You earned it. Destroy a back row and bounce a monster, swing for that maximum damage. But the most important thing is at the end phase of my turn, I basically got to search a Qliphort Stealth. I'm going to go ahead and set the lose 1 turn, activate Pantheism, have him give me the option of adding the Monarch Stormfork to my hand, set it, and then pass turn with the Stealth in my hand. That's pretty good, as well as draw 2 cards, because I as well tribute summon by using 2 Qliphort monsters. So like I said, this deck is very advantageous. Just think about the fact that I lost 4 Pendulum monsters and then was able to end the board with 4 back row, I believe 5 cards in hand, and 2 cards on, or 1 monster on field. So that's pretty good, as well as when I have a full Pendulum scale. It's not really much else to scuff at. This deck is really good. This time around, I'm going to be playing basically draw into Qliphort Scout, and this time around I'm able to because, like I said, with Wavering Eyes, Summoner Monk, Pantheism, and Monolith, I'm probably going to draw Qliphort Scout first turn to some capacity more often than not, unless somebody just gave me a really, really bunk hand. I'm going to go ahead and set up my scales. We're going to Pendulum Summon 2 Carrier. Then we're going to tribute our Carrier for the Stealths. I know on first turn, Stealth's effect is going to bounce the Scout because the Cali effect is too good. And then we're going to activate the Scout's effect again to search the Sacrifice. My apologies. And Sacrifice is going to equip on the Stealth. This allows my Sacrifice to get over pesky monsters like, what's that damn card called? Cosmo Dark Destroyer, as well as be a search card when Sacrifice is sent to the graveyard. He's going to summon a Zhang monster and Dark Hole, and I'm all smiling because I'm going to show you why this deck has a significant edge over Monarchs. This deck can implement cards like lose 1 turn, which basically makes you lose the duel sometimes when you're going against certain decks. This time around, we're going to draw Qliphort Scout, so, you know, no biggie, no biggie. We're going to draw cards. You know, that's all good. That's all good. And then we're going to search cards through Pantheism. More biggies, more biggies. That helmet too good. I got it on pretty tight, guys. Then we're going to activate Pantheism, you know, show the Stealth. I'm really just trying to dig into more cards that I can get, as many cards as I can get, because that's just how the game goes. It just so happens that I happen to draw the Monolith, so now we can get a little more interesting. We're going to activate the Monolith and the Qliphort on our scales. He's going to chain Maxi, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and Wavering Eyes. That's going to add me my other copy of Monolith to my hand. but more importantly allows me to set Qli monsters in my scale. We're going to activate Scout. Scout's going to go ahead and search, Callie, Sacrifice, sure. Sacrifice, too good. Then we're going to activate the Monolith. We're going to Pendulum Summon 2, go ahead and draw your 1 card off Maxi. Then I'm going to normal summon the Stealth, bouncing the Scout, and then essentially allowing me to plus more cards because, you know, paying for Scout twice is pretty good. Next, we're going to activate the Sacrifice to the Stealth, and then back to you. Activate that effect, draw 2 cards, pass turn. All that advantage. Oh my god. The Cali effect did start this turn with 5 cards. Now he has plenty of cards in graveyard, plenty of cards in the extra deck, and plenty of cards in hand. He's going to go ahead and be playing Hazy Flames. I was going to call it Fire Kings because I saw Circle or Onslaught of the Fire Kings. You know, that card's actually good. And then he's going to Mystical Space Typhoon my Scout. So without Scout, how will this deck fare? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Qliphort. Well, actually, it's just Qliphort and Monarchs, but you know, it just sounded good together. I'm gonna activate Pantheism. He's gonna go ahead and activate the first. I had the first Monarch to my hand, which is perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, put Shell in my pen scale, and then I'm gonna Pendulum Summon. Yeah, that's a lot of pen summon. And what I could have did is tributed the Qliphort and Monolith to bounce the Scout to my hand, which would have been awesome. But, you know, I still would have had the monster that really wouldn't have mattered on my field, which would have been Shell. So, we're just going to swing for more damage and then bounce Shell to my hand as opposed to all that other riffraff that was trying to do. He's going to activate Hazy Flame Service, and I don't know what that does. He's going to have Parryton to his hand. And I'm going to swing for some pretty good damage and then realize that 1 day of peace is activated. Now I have enough to set 5 background, which Cali Effect is only going to set 4. Good job, Cali Effect. And then still draw off the Monolith. All in its advantage. Not enough time. Now, here's where the Cali Effect does make a slight mistake. He's going to go ahead and activate that. Yeah, I know, draw a card. Putting more cards to my hand because this deck is just that greedy. But the biggest thing is that I misplayed with Chain Links. I should have activated Monarch Stormforce as Chain Link 2. And then, you know, the Tribute Summoning card is Chain Link 1. Or, regardless, I shouldn't have just activated the effect now. And everything would have been fine. I would have been able to tribute my opponent's monster or my opponent's turn. But this time around, I'm actually going to be able to draw off. If you guys would like to see the deck profile, please, let's get to at least 150 likes. Come on. 150 likes for the Qliphort Monarch deck. This deck is awesome. Also, if you guys would like to buy some of the cheapest cards online from your favorite YouTuber, there's a link in this description thing. Like, it's right below. I promise you guys. Just go to right below. And that'll help you get to the cheapest cards online. It's called my Google Doc system, where I have all the cards updated. You can even contact me on Facebook for inquiries about it. But back into this game. Monarchs are just too good. I know you guys like that. Look at all them cards in there. I ain't got to say much else. Look at all them cards in there. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn. You're going to learn what a pen summon look like with a full field, a full hand. You're going to learn, yeah. We're going to go ahead and Pendulum Summon Qliphort Carrier, which is going to be critical to ending the game right here and right now. I'm going to Tribute Summon it for Aether and then activate a lot of massive effects to game cards because this deck is really, really good at doing all of that stuff I just said. That's pretty much the game. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Make sure to check out that Google Docs account as well as get this thing to 150 likes. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.